everyone. I'm so glad you're joining me here today. I missed you guys last week. I didn't get a chance to put a video on. We were traveling to Knoxville to Clinton, Tennessee to do a couple of home tours up there for Christmas, and those will be my first ones, and I'll be starting those next Wednesday, which will be November the 5th. So you guys make sure and watch for that. If you're like me, I'm already getting in the Christmas spirit. I've been to these beautiful homes all decorated for Christmas, so now I'm ready to do mine. I love the fall, and I've loved all the gourds and the mums and all that, but I'm ready for Christmas trees and Christmas lights and all that good stuff. So anyway, starting November the 5th, I'll be sharing my home tours with you for Christmas. I've got lots of them lined up, lots of beautiful homes, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But this week, what I'm going to do, I have got a couple things I'm going to share with you. I'm going to be sharing with you my refrigerator magnets that I ordered, and I'll share all that info with you and share my opinions on them and what I did with them. And then the second thing I want to do, I usually try to share with you guys when I go antiquing or junking or to a show. I always try to share with you what I find. I've just been so busy the last couple of months, I haven't had a chance to do that. So what I want to do is share with you the last show that I went to. It was in Nashville, and we don't have that many shows around here, so it was exciting to have something to go to. And my mom and me and my daughter Kayla and my good friend Regina went to a show in Nashville called the Great Junk Hunt. Now, some of you may have already seen some videos on that, and it was a wonderful show. We had such a fun day, and I want to share with you what I got there while we were shopping at that show. So I'm going to start with, I bought this neat dome top box, and when you lift the lid, it has a date in here. I hope y'all can see that. I'll try to zoom in where you can see it. The date on it was 1890, but I just loved the way it looked. I loved the color of it. You can tell it had some old wallpaper on it that has been kind of peeling off, but I loved that. I thought that was pretty. I bought that from my friend Jackie Chitwood, who owns the antique mall in Lebanon called Antiques on 231. They had a wonderful booth set up there, and I bought that from her. And you guys, she's got an open house coming up, and I'm going to put those dates on the screen. It's her Christmas open house, so I'll put that on my screen. So I'm going to try to go, and you guys should try to go if you live close enough. It's really, they have lots of neat stuff. All the vendors do really good at setting up for Christmas and offering all kind of pretty stuff. So anyway, that's that. Then I bought the sweetest little lantern. Now, I don't know why this little lantern just screamed out that it wanted to go home with me. It's kind of rough, but I just loved it. It was, you can tell it's old, and it's just got the little door opens on it. And I thought when I bought that out, that's going to look cute hanging on one of my little peg racks. So I got that, and y'all, I got this stuff at really, really good prices because I'm one of these people. I don't have to have it be perfect. I don't have to have the best. Now, those pieces are beautiful, but, you know, I can't always afford those pieces. So I try to buy something that has the look that I'm happy with. And this little piece here, I think it was $20 for this little lantern here. And I thought that was a really good price on that. Okay, and I'll show you what I ended up doing with these things after I get finished showing you what I got. I bought a pantry box. I've been on this kick. I love these pantry boxes, and they're hard to find where they're not just outrageous, where they're not so expensive. And I bought this one and this one. I bought these at two different booths, and this one here had a little bit of damage on the side, but I really didn't care. The way I'm going to display it in my cabinet, you'll never see it. But I was really tickled to get these two pantry boxes. And then I bought this coverlet. Now this coverlet, it kind of looks like it's black, but it really kind of has I want to say almost a little bit of a real dark brown. But anyway, I bought it to go in a bedroom back there that I have the black checkered curtains hanging like a half like a half canopy thing. You guys probably know what I'm talking about, but that's where I'm going to put this. So I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. Now it does have some holes in it. Of course, that's how I try to buy them, you know, because I'm going to fold it at the foot of the bed, or I'm going to fold it in the cabinet. And it's not in the greatest shape, but I was tickled to find something in black, because usually you find them there in blue or red. And so I was tickled to find this in black. So I'll show you what I do with that. Now, my favorite thing I got, anybody that knows me, and y'all, I'm sure you all know me by now, you know that my favorite thing is a gourd. And I was coming down the aisle at the junk hunt, and lo and behold, it was at my friend Esley's booth. Now, I've taken you to Esley's place up in Smiths Grove, Kentucky before, so she always has a neat little booth, and y'all, look what she had. And oh my goodness, y'all, this thing had my name wrote all over it. I don't have any idea where I'm going to put this humongous thing, but I thought, you know, I'll use it for the rest of fall, and then come Christmas, this would be so beautiful, just sitting with just in a big bed of some cedar. So that's probably what I'm going to do with it come Christmas. Who knows, maybe in the middle of my kitchen table. I don't know, but I just know me and this gourd, we loved each other from first sight. So I was really tickled to get that. And then I've got one other thing I'm going to share with you. That's all I got at the junk hunt that day. But when Ricky and I went to Knoxville last week, I told him, I said, let's go over to Clinton, because there's an antique mall there I love called Corner Antiques. And I always seem to find something in there. So I found this sitting on the floor. It was kind of hid. And oh my goodness. I thought this was the prettiest basket. It's got a lid that goes with it, and on the tag it said feather basket. Well, I love a feather basket. I've got a few of them, but they're the big tall ones. Well, this one was short, and I love that it had a lid, but she just has one problem. She's a little bit crooked. She's a little bit out of whack. But I thought, you know what, I'm probably going to set it inside of a cabinet or on top of a cupboard or something, and to me it was just perfect. I think it was $45, and if you've priced these baskets, and especially the ones that have lids, they're pretty expensive, so I thought that was a good price for that. So I'll show you what I do with that. So that's pretty much everything I got at the junk hunt and on my little trip to Knoxville. I only bought that one thing when we went to Knoxville. But we're leaving this Friday to go to Ohio to the Simple Goods show. I think I told you guys on my last video. We're going to the Simple Goods show and the Earlier Time show, and then I'll be going to Seville Antiques. And anyway, I'm excited about all that, and hopefully I'll find some goodies I can share with you when I get back. But I've got some home tours to do up there, and I'm really excited about videoing these beautiful homes to share with you guys. All right, guys, I thought I'd share this with you. I've gotten so many entries in, and I've got them all in this big wooden bowl so I can do a drawing. Now that's going to be the giveaway for the samplers, the original samplers that I stitched to create the prints that I've got on my Shopify store. So if you haven't had a chance to visit my Shopify store and you're interested in starting your Christmas decorating, you might go take a look at it. I'll put that link on my screen. And if you haven't entered for this drawing for the giveaway for those original stitch samplers that I've done, make sure that you send in your name and your address and your email, and I'll put my email on the screen where to send that to. And then that drawing, I'll be drawing on Monday, November the 17th, and then I'll announce the winners on Wednesday, November the 19th. So I'm excited about that. So now I've rambled on enough. I'm going to go back here and show you what I did with these things that I bought. Well, I think where I'm going to hang my little lantern is right here in my hall on this little peg rack. I'm going to hang it right there. And it looks like he's ready to go, whoever this is. His shirt, his cape, his little powder horn, and his little lantern. He's ready to make his little journey wherever he's headed. Okay, I think I'm going to take this basket that I got, and I'm going to put it inside this cabinet. But right now I've got this little rye basket. I think I'm going to move this down here and set it on top of that little coverlet, and try to put this right here if it doesn't stick out too far. I I think that's okay, but I don't really like these two baskets, one on top of the other, so I'm going to swap my stone fruit down here and this basket. Let's just swap sides with this. I'm not even going to try to lift that bowl of stone fruit out. That stuff weighs a ton. We'll try this and see how this works. Let's see. Yeah, I think that looks okay in there. It looks better not having the baskets one on top of the other. So I think I'll leave that. So what I think I'm going to do with this coverlet, I tried it on the bed when I got home with it, and it just kind of clashed with what I had folded at the end of the bed. I had this sitting on top of it. So I'm going to try putting it in this chair. This chair I'm going to put it in has a little bit of a bad spot in it. It's still settable, if that's even a word. But anyway, I'm going to try to use this coverlet here. I'm going to try to use this coverlet to hide that little bad spot. There we go. And I think this little pumpkin's going to look cute just sitting on top of it. I think that looks cute. And probably what I'll do when Christmas gets here, we don't have the pumpkin anymore, I'll probably just set a little, maybe a little rye basket or some kind of little basket with some greenery in it. Will be pretty sitting on top of this coverlet. So that's what I did with that. Okay, so now I'm back here in my bedroom, and all I did with this box, I really needed something to set on this corner. I've tried everything right here, and I couldn't really find anything that I like. So I just set that box right here on this corner. I thought, well, that's as good a home as any. I think it looks good there. And, you know, you could open the lid on it if you wanted to, and maybe, you know, have something coming out of it. But for me, I'm happy with it just sitting like this. I like it like that. So it was pretty simple for me to decide what to do with this. I'm trying to start me a little collection of these pantry boxes, and I've just been collecting these for a while now because, first of all, they're hard to find where they're not super, super expensive. So this one I got a good deal on when I went to the junk hunt. So I'm kind of trying to make them graduate in size. So I think this one is probably, I sure don't want to break these. I'm going to set it right there. Oh yeah. See, now they just go right there, graduated in size. You know what, guys? I got to share this with y'all. Years ago, this was the first one I ever got. I got this at a yard sale across the street from my mama's house. At a yard sale, y'all get ready for this, $1. That's all they had on this little box was $1. And it's a little pantry box, and it sits perfect right there on top. So that just proves you never know what you're going to find at a yard sale. So, but anyway, I think that one looks good right there. And on this box that I got, I'm going to put it up here. I had one just sitting up here, and I'm going to try and see if it'll fit. There we go. Yeah, that fits perfect up there. So I think that's a good spot for that. Okay, y'all, so here's my plan for this big, gigantic gourd. I think what I'm going to do is swap this gourd with my big one. And it'll sit perfect right here. There's plenty of room for it because this thing is big. It's going to take a lot of room. I'm just going to set it right here. And I already had some little fall-looking stuff that's kind of bramble, as I would call it, sitting around it. So that's going to leave that sitting there. And then come Christmas, when I get ready to Christmas decorate, I'll probably put some greenery around it, or I'm probably going to end up moving it. I'll probably put it either in my living room or put it in here in the center of my kitchen table. I'm not sure. I don't know, but I know I sure do love this big old gourd, and I think it looks good sitting right there. Okay, y'all, I did a thing. I've been on the fence back and forth about whether or not to order these magnets for my refrigerator and my dishwasher. So I broke down about, maybe a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. It took them like a week to get here. I ordered them from KUDU, KUDU magnets, and I'll put that on my screen. And I'm excited to see what they're going to look like. And they're not paying me to do this. I'm not getting anything out of this. So this is going to be my honest opinion, and I'll share with you what I think. So I've got my helper here. And you say that, what tools do you need to do this?
On our refrigerators, just Allen wrench.
Which is?
One of these things.
You're speaking, some of us are speaking another language when you say
might
that.
not be. It might be a screwdriver.
Okay, an Allen wrench is what. Now that's what you'll have to take the handles off.
Yeah.
So the first thing we got to do is, do we want to open this up first and look at it?
Yeah, we better.
Okay.
Who knows what's on there?
Let's open them up and see what we got. And before before I open this, I'll share with you. We had to send in all kind of measurements.
Yeah.
You kind of give them your model number, and then they give you have to do measurements from, they give you all these different, like a worksheet you have to work through, and they give you all these places that you need to measure from. So it's pretty self-explanatory. It was a little bit time consuming, but they were so good to work with. And like I said, it only took them about a week to get here. I was really surprised at how fast they arrived. Maybe a week and a half. It didn't take long. But the pattern that I chose was the black looking cabinet that looks like an old pie safe. And I wanted to get black because I've got a black stove. I've got these black chairs in here. I thought the black would blend good. I originally thought I was going to get the green pie safe, but I was afraid it might clash a little bit with what I have in here. So here we go. I got something for the dishwasher and the refrigerator. So let's see what we got. All right, we're going to start with the dishwasher. Please stick. Oh yeah, it sticks, don't it?
Yeah, it sticks.
It sticks good. Just got to get it lined up right. Oh wow.
What?
Oh, don't come on, dishwasher.
What do you think?
I like it. I think it looks good.
Alrighty. That's all that matters.
Yeah. So far, so good. I like it. Well, that fit good, didn't it?
It was a good fit.
Yeah, that was a really good fit on the dishwasher. I am pleasantly surprised. When I ordered these, and I just really wasn't sure. I was like, am I really going to like this? Are they going to fit good? What did you think when you were putting them on?
I thought they fit great. I mean, I wasn't expecting that good.
Yeah, I think you were leery when I said I wanted to order these.
I was.
I had him in here measuring and getting, because I'm not that great with the measuring tape, so he was in there doing all the measurements.
I'd say it would start with real good measurements.
Yeah.
Because when you have like an opening, if these dimensions aren't correct to get that centered, it might throw things off. But we did spend quite a while measuring.
To make sure. And then you said too, by using that heat from the hairdryer to round these corners, it makes that magnet adhere to that better.
When it's been rolled up the wrong way, it's kind of wants to flop out. But if you'll take your time with some heat, you can kind of work that in.
Yeah.
That's what worked for me.
I think they look really professional, and they did such a good job, and I was truly pleasantly surprised. I love them. I'm tickled with them.
I like them. They look good.
And I think they look good with of course, I've got the stainless steel refrigerator, so with the handles and this being that old tin and a pie safe, I think it looks good. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to put this information up on the screen to KUDU Magnets, and then he sent me a little code to pass out to my friends, and you guys are my friends, so you'll get 10% off with this code. So I'll put that code on my screen as well, and I'll also put this information in my description box. But I think you'll be happy with them. I know a lot of people have been on the fence about whether or not they would like them. But I honestly, and again, I told you guys this is going to be my honest opinion. I am truly, truly happy with them. So I think you will be too. Well, y'all, I'm excited to show you what the refrigerator magnet looks like. All finished. And then here's the dishwasher. I just feel like it just goes with the stuff in my kitchen. It just makes it all feel cozier, and I don't know, I just really, really love it. Let me show y'all a different angle. There it is in the background, my refrigerator. And y'all, I really thought when I got them, I thought, you know, I was a little bit leery of ordering because I thought they're going to be shiny, or they're going to have a look where they look like they're plastic, or I don't know. I had it in my head what I thought that they were going to look like. And let me tell you, the camera here makes them look shinier than what they are. They're very dull and matte finish, you know, just like we would like our furniture, our primitive furniture to look. So with my black chairs, and I just think it all goes good together. I really, really like it. And my husband, he really, really liked them, and he's a hard cookie too to crack. So if he likes it, I think it must look good. But anyway, guys, I'll link that information on my screen again, and I will put it down in my description box if you guys want to order. And don't forget to use that discount code, and I'll share that as well. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video today, and I hope that you'll tune back in next Wednesday, November the 5th, because that will be full-on Christmas mode. So we'll be doing home tours, and I'll be sharing decorating things that I do throughout the Christmas season, and I'm all ready for it. I hope you guys are too. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for all your kind comments. And if you're enjoying my channels, if you hit the like and subscribe button, I would surely appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.